Oi, Gentry, it's me again. So listen, I have a video that is going to be previewed, and it's concerning this whole dust up with the American women making disparaging comments against foreign women, probably because the men are leaving and marrying and connecting with foreign women, and many of which are not coming back. But anyway, something that I didn't mention on the video, and I know it's just kind of like the tail wagging the dog, because I'm going to release this video immediately, and hopefully this will be super short, right? The video that's previewing, it's mostly just my thoughts on what I think about the whole thing and why I think that they're going. Well, you'll get it. In any event, a lot of people. I've also heard a lot of people speak about feminism or the feminist movement in Brazil, and what they have to understand is this: there are a few points concerning why women join those who are considering themselves to be feminists in Brazil. Why did they join that movement, and what do they hope to accomplish? So, most of the women in Brazil who consider themselves feminists, you have to understand, Brazil is a big country. So this is just a microcosm of the female population in Brazil who consider themselves feminists. I mean, a very, very small pocket. And one of the reasons why it was created is because they wanted to obtain equal rights and protections under the law. There were women complaining about domestic abuse. They felt like they couldn't get any assistance from the authorities. They couldn't get any justice. They were complaining about, assaults, sexual assaults. They couldn't get any protection under the law. They couldn't get anyone to really listen to them and defend them. So the movement they heard about the movement, and there were a few people from over here that went over there. They talked to them about the movement, and in the minds of some of the Brazilian women, or at least the ones that I know that I've spoken with, they felt as though this movement will create enough noise, and it will get the attention of the lawmakers to let them know, hey, look, there is a problem and we just need your help. But what they probably didn't factor in is that the people from over here who basically are promoting feminism, they have an agenda as well. And it's almost like what happened here. They had an agenda. They wanted to vote. They wanted certain rights they wanted to kind of be like men. And the people, the American sisters that joined them, they got the short end of the stick. So they basically hurt their generations to some degree, to a large degree. And the people who started that movement, they kind of got what they want and they've moved on. Some of them are still active, but for the most part, the ones who created it got what they wanted, they moved on. Same thing that's probably going to happen in Brazil, and it's kind of happening in Brazil. It's still in its infant stages. However, it's still occurring. So, I don't want people to think that feminism is just spread out throughout the country. That's not the case. Again, it's a microcosm of people who, from what I believe, from what I've been told, from people who I respect and people who I know. And I think the first person that told me that was it was in 2019, I think. We had a conversation and she said she considers herself a feminist, and she told me the reasons why. And the two main reasons was women in Brazil are being assaulted, and they want to get the message to people who are in authority to make laws, to give some type of laws to make sure that doesn't happen. And then women who are having domestic violence issues, who are being just assaulted by men physically, beat up. They want some protection, so they want laws to kind of help out with that. So please don't think that Brazil is just like this country that is overrun by feminism. That's not the case. It's not like America. You have to understand, they are behind us in a lot of social issues. They match well in a lot of technologically issues or technical issues. Just erase that. I'm kind of trying to hurry up, so I'm messing up with my words. That's my trying word for the day. Technologically advanced. So they're good on that. But on the social front, that's kind of where things are kind of being left behind a little bit, or things are playing catch up. So please, again, don't think that Brazil is a country that is overrun by feminism. It's not. You have a small microcosm of people who are making noise, loud noise, but they're making noise. But what you'll probably find out is the overwhelming majority of the women, yes, they want protection under the law. Yes, they don't want to be assaulted and feel like that there's no protection. They don't want to be in domestic violence issues and feel like there are no laws to protect them. However, they still want to be wives. They still know the value of men. They still understand the importance of a man being in the house, the importance of having a two-parent household. They still understand that. They still know the value in cooking and cleaning and they work, but they work to kind of assist what's going on at the house. It's not a situation where I'm going to work and I'm going to use my resources to lord over you. That's not the premise. So I hope that kind of explains it to the people who have had questions. And that's more of an opinion. That's more of a fact than my opinion. So yeah. So that's it. And fala como você mais tarde. É verdade.